The Catholic Church stands at the edge of a new era. The winds of change are blowing, carrying with them the promise of a brighter tomorrow. A new shepherd is poised to lead the faithful into a future filled with hope, compassion, and a renewed commitment to the gospel message of love. This is a moment of profound significance. The world watches with anticipation as the Church prepares to embrace a leader who embodies the spirit of Pope Francis's transformative papacy. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, a man known for his humility, his unwavering faith, and his deep commitment to social justice, stands ready to guide the Church into this uncharted territory. The challenges facing the Church are many, yet in this time of uncertainty there is also immense hope. Cardinal Tagle's leadership offers a beacon of light, a promise of a Church that is truly open to all, a Church that embraces the marginalized and seeks to heal the wounds of a broken world. This is the dawn of a new era for the Catholic Church, an era marked by compassion, inclusivity, and a profound commitment to living out the gospel message in all its radical love and transformative power. Cardinal Tagle is a man shaped by deep faith and a profound empathy for the human condition. His vision for the Church is rooted in the gospel message of love, mercy, and compassion. He believes in a Church that is a sanctuary for the lost and the lonely, a beacon of hope for the marginalized and the forgotten. His ministry has been characterized by a deep commitment to the poor and the vulnerable. He has spoken out against injustice and inequality. He has worked tirelessly to build bridges between different communities, promoting dialogue and understanding. He sees the face of Christ in every human being, regardless of their background, beliefs, or circumstances. Cardinal Tagle's vision is one of radical inclusivity. He believes that the Church should be a home for all, a place where everyone feels welcomed, loved, and respected. He envisions a Church that celebrates diversity and embraces the richness of different cultures and traditions. At the heart of his vision lies a deep commitment to the gospel message of love. He believes that the Church's primary mission is to share the love of Christ with the world, to be a force for healing and reconciliation in a world often torn apart by division and conflict. Pope Francis's papacy has been nothing short of transformative. He has challenged the Church to return to its roots, to embrace a spirit of humility, simplicity, and radical love. His legacy will forever be intertwined with his unwavering commitment to the poor, his call for social justice, and his tireless efforts to build a more merciful and compassionate world. Pope Francis has shown the world a different face of the Church, a Church that is not afraid to get its hands dirty, a Church that walks alongside the poor and the marginalized, a Church that speaks truth to power and challenges structures of injustice. His papacy has been marked by a series of bold and often unexpected gestures. He has washed the feet of prisoners, embraced people with disabilities, and reached out to those on the margins of society. He has challenged the Church to move beyond its comfort zone, to go out into the peripheries and encounter those who have been forgotten or left behind. Pope Francis has called for a revolution of tenderness, a revolution rooted in love, compassion, and a deep respect for the dignity of every human being. His legacy will continue to inspire and challenge the Church for generations to come. Cardinal Tagle's vision for the Church is deeply intertwined with the legacy of Pope Francis. The two men share a profound bond, a shared commitment to the gospel message of love, mercy, and compassion. Their paths have crossed many times, their journeys intertwined by a shared sense of purpose, and a deep desire to see the Church embrace its true calling as a force for good in the world. Pope Francis recognized Cardinal Tagle's gifts early on, appointing him to key positions within the Vatican. He saw in Cardinal Tagle a kindred spirit, a man who shared his vision for a more humble, compassionate, and outward-looking Church. Their interactions have always been marked by warmth, mutual respect, and a shared sense of humor. They have often been seen laughing together, their joy in each other's company a testament to the deep bond they share. Cardinal Tagle has spoken often of his admiration for Pope Francis, describing him as a gift to the Church and a source of inspiration for Catholics around the world. He has pledged to continue the work that Pope Francis began, to build on his legacy of mercy, reform, and social justice. The seamless transition, a testament to continuity and change. The transition from Pope Francis to Cardinal Tagle promises to be a seamless one. Cardinal Tagle is uniquely positioned to build on the foundation laid by Pope Francis, to continue the work of reform and renewal that has characterized Francis's papacy. Their shared vision for the Church ensures that the progress made under Pope Francis will continue. Cardinal Tagle is committed to carrying forward the torch of mercy, compassion, and social justice that has become synonymous with Francis's papacy. However, Cardinal Tagle is also his own man, a leader with his own unique gifts and experiences. He brings to the papacy a wealth of pastoral experience, a deep understanding of the challenges facing the Church in Asia, and a global perspective that will be essential in navigating the complex realities of the 21st century. The Church can expect a continuation of the key themes that have defined Pope Francis's papacy: a focus on the poor and marginalized, a commitment to dialogue and interfaith relations, and a call for environmental stewardship. Yet, Cardinal Tagle will undoubtedly bring his own style and emphasis to these issues, shaping the Church's response to the challenges of our time. A global shepherd. Tagle's message of unity and hope. Cardinal Tagle brings to the papacy a unique perspective, shaped by his experiences as a pastor in Asia, a continent marked by religious and cultural diversity. His message of unity, dialogue, and interfaith understanding resonates deeply in a world often torn apart by division and conflict. He's a strong advocate for interreligious dialogue, believing that people of different faiths must work together to address the challenges facing humanity. He has spoken out against religious intolerance and violence, calling for greater understanding and respect between different religious communities. Cardinal Tagle's global perspective will be essential in guiding the Church through the complexities of the 21st century. As the Church faces issues such as climate change, poverty, and migration, his experience in Asia, a continent on the front line of many of these challenges, will be invaluable. His leadership promises to bring a renewed focus on the global South, a region where the Catholic Church is growing rapidly. His understanding of the challenges and opportunities facing the Church in this part of the world will be crucial in shaping the future direction of the Church. The future of the Church, embracing the margins, transforming the world. The future of the Church under Cardinal Tagle's leadership is filled with promise. His vision for a more compassionate, inclusive, and outward-looking Church offers a beacon of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. The Church can expect a renewed emphasis on its social mission, a commitment to being a voice for the voiceless and a defender of the marginalized. Cardinal Tagle's track record of advocating for the poor and vulnerable suggests that social justice will be at the forefront of his papacy. Interfaith dialogue and ecumenical relations are also likely to be key priorities. Cardinal Tagle's belief in the importance of building bridges between different faith communities will shape the Church's approach to interreligious relations. The Church under Cardinal Tagle's leadership will be a Church that embraces the margins, that goes out to the peripheries to encounter those who have been forgotten or left behind. It will be a Church that is not afraid to challenge structures of injustice, to speak truth to power, and to work tirelessly for the betterment of humanity. A Church of open arms, welcoming all to God's table. Cardinal Tagle's vision for the Church is one of radical inclusivity. He believes that the Church should be a home for all, a place where everyone feels welcomed, loved, and respected, regardless of their background, beliefs, or circumstances. He envisions a Church that embraces diversity in all its forms, a Church that celebrates the richness of different cultures, traditions, and perspectives. He believes that the Church should be a place of encounter, a place where people from all walks of life can come together to share their stories, their hopes, and their dreams. Cardinal Tagle's emphasis on inclusivity extends to those who have felt marginalized or excluded from the Church. He has spoken out in support of LGBTQ+ Catholics, calling for greater understanding and compassion within the Church. He believes that the Church should be a place of healing and reconciliation, a place where those who have been hurt or wounded can find solace and support. He envisions a Church that is open to dialogue, a Church that is willing to listen to the experiences of all its members and to engage in respectful conversation about difficult issues. A legacy of hope, Cardinal Tagle and the journey ahead. As Cardinal Tagle prepares to lead the Catholic Church into a new era, a sense of hope and anticipation fills the air. His vision for a more compassionate, inclusive, and outward-looking Church offers a beacon of light in a world often shrouded in darkness. His leadership promises to usher in an era of renewal and transformation, a time for the Church to rediscover its true calling as a force for good in the world. His deep faith, his unwavering commitment to social justice, and his profound empathy for the human condition make him the ideal leader for this moment in history. The journey ahead will not be without its challenges. The Church faces many complex issues, both internally and in the wider world. Yet, with Cardinal Tagle at the helm, there is reason for great hope. His vision for a church that embraces the margins, that stands up for the poor and the vulnerable, and that works tirelessly to build a more just and compassionate world, offers a compelling roadmap for the future. His leadership promises to be a blessing not only for the Catholic Church, but for all people of goodwill who seek a more just and peaceful world. Subscribe to our channel History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content.